Third Great Awakening.
Gidem Seigneur, pour me guider, pied moun qui prend mauvais chemin, pour manger pour capable nourrir, moun qui grand goût, acclame à nous.
Abolitionist. Is God dead? I ask, like a sojourner's truth. Militant with a feather in hand when writing. Never a separatist. I'm like Frederick Douglass. But I wish my road began on a BMX down the hill in Rosendale. Instead, it began on a Huffy bike bought at a yard sale in Dorchester. And before I had a car, I learned how W240 kept rusted bike chains loose. Easy to pedal uphill now. My picket line poetry had no fences. Therefore, easily lured by attraction, two black lesbians with dreads offered me under the table work at the age of 13. I recall entering the house on Pleasant Street. Incense clouds curled in the air, like one of the dreads busied herself writing cursive. And running through many mountain tops of literature were the attributes of a small, affectionate, and loyal Chihuahua's vocal cords, causing me to swallow my startled breath. Then I was told to clean, poop drops, move boxes, and for my child labor, I was given a written check for $50 20 hours later after a week. I eventually lost handing over to my father. The rain forecast without union representation brought about a 10-year plague between employed and unemployed. So, in the midst of my juvenile ruin, I pedaled my new Trek mountain bike, selling drugs to survive. And at 23, with no incentive offered to work hard, Dunkin' Donuts hired me for thinking like the working age population that were 16. $90 after tax made selling drugs more appealing without a Teamster representative, which led to my incarceration. But then a rainbow appeared. Educated now, with labor force skills, I learned how to be guided like my carpenter, nourished with understanding. I am hungry to repair. So, like Douglas, I began carving my slave narrative. I once was blind, but now I see. Like John Newton obeyed the carpenter's voice, I too was dipped into the holy water March 13th of 2020. This is the rise of the third great awakening, fruit of the spirit movement, making my abolitionist birthday a meeting ground with benevolent white people, deeply concerned with the well-being of the rehabilitated blacks, whites, and browns enslaved. So, at what point would I no longer be subject to the 13th Amendment if I no longer commit a crime? Therefore, I wish my road began on a BMX down the hill in Rosendale to hear my first ticket line poetry. Peace.